Good morning. The topic today is on desperation. My name is Jeffrey, and I work with men who want to improve their relationships or to just get into a better relationship than anyone they had before. So, desperation is a big topic and is a necessary topic. So, let's say you just had a breakup or you haven't been in a relationship for a while, and you know a relationship is something that you want, right? Because our relationships are essential to our well-being, to feeling good, right? It's not necessarily that the person has to make us feel good, but like our ability to relate to another human being that can see us and that can understand us, that can support us, that we know is there for us is so essential for our well-being. Now we can get that through friendships and family to some degree, but there's something special about having a partner, having a woman that cares about you. And we can feel that as a gap. I really want somebody, and that desire can create a level of desperation. There was definitely a time for me where I felt that desperation, right? And I didn't really know it as desperation. That's kind of the funny thing. It's like we can have an experience and not really know we're experiencing it. And for me, desperation was this wanting, this like, why hasn't it happened yet? I'm not there yet. Something's wrong with me. Those are the kind of things where like the other person must fulfill this for me. And like I get it. I felt that. I know it's difficult. I know it's challenging to have that feeling. And the great challenge or the great twist in all this is like that's not helpful. It actually can repel women away. Is to have that frustration, that desperation, and this desire that the other person becomes a sort of an object as an answer to that feeling. Right? That becomes the issue. Really, is it becomes less about knowing the other person and understanding the other person, meeting the other person. There's an expectation upon them. And they can feel that. And it might be the case that you felt that, whether it's from a woman or from someone else. There's a sense that, like, I need you. It can be off-putting. Now, it's also true that we need people, right? We definitely need people. But the desperation kind of gums up the works. And so, what can we do about desperation? Well, a couple things. So, it's important to have multiple layers, multiple views on the subject. And so, one way to think about this is like, what can we do ourselves? Yeah? What can we do with our own bodily technique, right? Like, because we don't always have someone around us, and so what we can do by ourselves is really empowering and really engaging. And so one thing we can do is to breathe. Imagine if desperation for you is like it was for me. Desperation is a sort of leaning in. Coming in, I reaching, grasping. Yeah. So going the other direction can be helpful. Slowing down the breath, coming to be more centered where you are, and watching that pull. I want, I need, please. Okay, come back. Breathe. And it's coming back to center. This is the awareness and choice piece. Become aware, oh, I'm over here, and come back. Now, what might be really helpful in the middle of that is a bit of acceptance. Yeah? So it's like, oh, I'm aware that I'm reaching, and okay, I'm reaching. Okay, that's okay. I'm reaching. This is what's happening. A little bit of, yes, okay. Here I am again. And come back. Come back. Center. Alright. Make a new choice. I'm going to center here. Right? These are the things we can do time and time again. It's not a one-time thing. Hell, but it takes a while. It takes a while. Alright, so that's what we can do with the self. What can we do on another level? Well, other people. So an important thing is part of our desperation. We need someone to fill us. Well, can we enjoy time with the people around us? If on a neurochemical level, right, like we get oxytocin and vasopressin, these two chemicals in our body that relate to like feeling good with other people and working towards something with other people. And so for us to find that with others, to see the good that we can have with other people can be really, really positive. And if you don't have a lot of people, and there was a time when I really struggled because like I had moved places, all this stuff, and I didn't have friendships that were like present and readily available. I called people. I called a really great friend. He was at a distance, but I could call him. That was wonderful. And the other thing I did was I joined a club. And I gotta recommend dancing, like ballroom dancing. If you can find a dance club, it is such a great experience. Because you get to dance and move and interact with others. You get to learn a skill. And everyone has a good time dancing, generally speaking. So that's something you can do as well. Right? Well, please excuse the sound. A train is coming through. So desperation is counterproductive. And finding that, reaching that, grasping that desire, giving some acceptance to it, and finding a bit of center in yourself can be really helpful. And also spend time with people that you love. Alright. So those are my thoughts on desperation today. If you're feeling desperate, I hear you. I feel you. Let me know in the comments what you find helpful. What do you need? What has worked for you? What hasn't worked for you? I wish you the best. I hope you don't, get twisted up by it. I hope you can be a little bit easy with yourself. It can be really difficult out there. All right. Thank you very much.